What up, bitches?
What's up, motherfuckers? It's us.
It's your faves. Welcome back to this. What am I trying to say? Wow. It's been...
Welcome.
We're having a time.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the shit show known as Two Girls.
No fucks.
You are
Ashley Marie.
and I am Katrina, as far as I know. So, as
Depends
of
on
right
the
now,
day.
I mean, it really depends on the day. So, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about if men and women can be friends. Just friends.
Okay.
Question mark.
Just friends. So, fun story. When Ashley Marie messaged me this exact question, my response was, yeah, but it's easier if one of them's gay. Not computing that it was...
The subject of the episode.
Yeah. There was no preface to it. It was just a question out the blue. And I was like, yeah, I guess they can be. Sure. And then I was like, oh, yeah. Then there's that. So, whatever. It's fine. Look at you kicking water bottles and
yeah.
shit.
I mean,
It's
Mert's
fine.
trying to drive me out like the Sahara Desert today, so...
It's not his fault. Whoever the intern is that was supposed to order them water bottles.
Mertz, I hope you give that intern 40 lashes with a wet noodle. That's all. That's all.
I can't unsee that. Why does that feel like it was on an episode of Rocco's Modern Life or some shit like that?
Because it probably was.
I will say we don't have any regular water, but we do have some deliciously refreshing Topo Chico.
If y'all want to send us some money, let us know.
It's Topo Chico, and it's what do you got? Lime with mint.
Lime with mint.
Oh, we got all the joints.
Yeah, we saw. It's a whole fridge that
Are you
literally
guys
says
sponsored?
Topo
You
Chico.
didn't tell us?
We are sponsored by Topo Chico.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
that's why we got the fridge.
Oh.
That's so crazy. Topo Chico, holla at me.
At MZ. Or Two Girls, no fucks. I mean, whatever your flavor is of the month, whatever, it's fine. But anyways, so why is it you wanted to? What? Oh my God! Why are words so fucking hard today? Is Mercury in Gatorade?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Why is it? Shut up.
Mercury's a Gatorade. We survived a panoramic.
my
it's a whole bit.
God, words are just like they're there, and then all of a sudden it's like poof, they're gone. What is it about this topic that made you want to talk about it? Like what brought it up?
As a victim of rumors, okay? Slander.
Not a victim
Okay.
of rumors.
Yes.
And slander. Let's not forget
Yeah.
that.
Listen,
Jesus Christ.
I could just be out here suing these motherfuckers, but instead, I'm bringing it to the listeners so that they can.
all 36 of you. Actually, it
Yes.
might be 44 of you now. So,
So y'all can, listen, engage, maybe learn something that you didn't know.
potentially.
That's all.
That's what we're about.
Today. You gonna learn today, motherfuckers.
Learn
Yeah.
today.
No, but I think based on people's personalities, like specifically me, I am overall, we'll call it medium to high friendly. Okay.
Okay. I could see that.
In a work setting, like if we have to work together, even in the military, medium to high friendly.
Yep.
Unless you gave me the ick, and then immediately I was like, no, this is not for me. This is a very dangerous situation. Gonna go sit down.
Yep. Exactly.
So I don't know if people on the outside perceive that as, oh, they're definitely fucking.
Ew.
Newsflash, it's not happening.
I hate
It
that
is not happening.
That's the automatic assumption.
It always is for.
It's so stupid because not every guy is trying to sleep with every girl, and not every girl is trying to sleep with every guy. Yes, you have those who are out there amongst us, hiding in plain sight, but not everybody is like that. Like, before I figured out my sexuality, I mean, I still have guy friends. And like, even as a kid, like, my best friends were boys. Like, there was nothing sexual about it. It was just like, I love playing sports. You like playing sports.
Cool.
You like riding bikes. I like riding bikes. You got a video game console? Cool, because my mama won't let me have one. Can I go over at your house and play? Like, it was very 1 + 1. It wasn't the square root of 89. So
Exactly.
there's that.
No, I think you're right. I think when it's out there, it's out there. And then there's the 1 in a million scenario where you meet someone and you're friendly with them and then you do develop feelings, but then you're transparent about that.
Are you?
I am.
Okay. Because I know some people that aren't.
I would be like, yo, this is what it is for me. So I'm going to back up off this friendship because I'm not trying to make it weird. Like, I can't.
Okay. I'm trying to think of this from a rainbow perspective and what that would look like, because despite what straight women, not every gay girl wants you. Just throwing that out there.
Unless you're me. That's all.
Wow, big head.
I'm just kidding.
I'm the only one allowed to have a big head up in this studio. Shit.
Listen, only you and your wife. No. Yeah. I think like only you and your wife are the first like lesbians that I met right off bat that weren't like, I mean, we could dabble if you want to dabble. And I was like, okay,
my
friends.
God.
Please, just leave me alone. I'm an innocent bystander. Thank you.
Here's the thing.
That's all.
From the rainbow perspective, I have had crushes. I wouldn't necessarily say like deep rooted, I want to be more than friends. I want to be married and have babies and live in the Alps type of whatever the fantasy is. I don't fucking know. But for me, it's like, oh, I can appreciate a good human, an attractive human, but can leave it at that. You know? Like, I don't have to be like, ooh, this could be something more. Like, that's just not where my brain goes. And I fully understand not everyone has the same mentality. But and especially like in the gay space, it's like, I feel like only baby gays really fuck with straight women like that. I'm sure there are some adult women who just haven't figured it out or were late to lesbian, if you will, that still are trying to figure that shit out. But the overall general consensus is that when you little and you gay, you don't really know what's going on. Everybody's happy in your space and you want to be happy with everybody. So it's like, cool. Doesn't always work out that way.
Yikes.
It's a mess.
It sounds very
Have you
messy.
ever seen the L Word?
Yes.
Shane and the web that is Shane and everybody that's connected to her is essentially what it's like being a lesbian in your 20s.
But Shane gets bitches. Like,
well aware.
Bitches.
And somehow, me not even being one of the bitches Shane was with, I'm connected to her by someone she slept with. That's just how that works. It's weird, and as I'm older, it's like, ick.
It's gross.
It's giving me like.
But when you first watch it, you're like, Shane gets bitches.
Like, yo, Shane. I mean, even now Shane could still get it, but I'm just saying, like, it's just whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I've seen people be into someone who they're like just friends with, and like I see their hearts get broken because they don't know how to like really
say anything.
Yeah, or
that's why I just
they don't
say
want to
things.
ruin the friendship and make it weird, because that could be a thing. Because I can tell you right now, the people I had crushes on didn't know I had crushes on them at all. They didn't know. Everybody else knew, but if they knew, they weren't telling me. We were just going on business as usual. Like, all right, cool. You got a crush? What you want to eat, bitch? Like, it just can't be me. You know what I mean? Like, shit like that. So it just, I don't know. It's a weird dynamic. I think a lot of it is societal pressure too, that makes you think like, oh, well, we're a guy and a girl. society says we should, we have this great connection, we should probably be together, but it doesn't always have to be sexual in that way or romantic, whatever. So it's kind of giving, what was it? It's that movie, My Best Friend's Wedding. Mm-hmm. That movie, like, looking at that movie now, the movie was fucking trash. Horrible. It's horrible. It's so bad.
All of the things that we thought were good. Jesus.
Oh, we should probably do an episode on that. Don't worry, Mertz. We'll tell you all about it first so you can have some research.
Mertz, what do you think?
Advance.
Do you have any female friends or have you ever had any female friends that are just your friends? There's no like...
Yeah, I got a bunch of friends.
See? So it's possible.
It's very possible.
I think it's definitely possible.
I feel like there has to be a certain level of maturity and understanding and clear boundaries that says, hey, you're in the friend zone and you're going to stay there. If you were trying to get out of this friend zone, exit stage left because I don't need it. It's awkward.
Yeah,
it's awkward.
it is.
I don't know how to handle that. Like that, I don't know.
I feel like timeline comes into play too, because like most of the girls that I'm friends with, like we've been friends since kindergarten.
Okay.
Right, so it's like we've been friends since kindergarten. Nobody.
So
ever
they knew
hooked
you
up with
since
you know what I mean?
playgroup.
It's like
Right.
the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And then like, but it's like if you're grown and in a relationship or married or whatever, and you like make a new friend.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You know what I mean? Like that's a little different.
That's weird.
like weird. You know?
I
Not
get-
to
well,
say you
I-
couldn't meet somebody that you're just friends with.
Also that, because even in this space, like I've made friends as an adult, but not, in no way was I like, ooh, I want to like take them home or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever the kids say, I don't fucking know. whatever it is.
Dear kids, what do you say?
I know. From an elder millennial, from your elder millennial auntie. What do y'all like?
Tell us what
wanna
you
go
say.
back to the crib? What was that? Who is it? Dion? Is it
They
Dion
definitely
Cole?
don't say that.
That's not what they said. No.
That's fine. I'm well aware they don't say that.
Try to go back to the
They like go back to the crib. Want to get it crack-a-lackin'? Oh my god.
She's fired.
I listened the other day to What Are You Too Young For? I was like, too young to not know what the kids are saying.
I really don't know what these kids be saying. Sometimes I'm still trying to figure it out. But no, like, I guess, like, I've had friends since playgroup, but I also have made friends as I've gotten older. Mm-hmm. But in no way was I like, ooh, I want to put it to him. The only one I ever felt that way about was my wife. Because I already knew she was gay when I met her. So I'm like, all right, that to me.
That's so crazy that you
felt
knew
appropriate.
really before she even knew.
I know, it's weird how that works.
So
Everybody
I'm like-
in my fucking life knew I was gay before I did. Shit. Before I was on board with it, I was like, oh my God, this is how I feel. And they were like, bitch, we knew. We were just waiting for you to get on board. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh, I want to kick it with her.
You asked her if she wanted to slide back to the crib.
No, I didn't. And you can't do that when you're living with your mama. Like, it's just.
Also,
That's
when there's
not-
like a global pandemonium,
It was a whole pandemic. We weren't dating until phase 2. When we were like allowed outside. That's when we started being outside. But yeah, it was just like, whatever. And this was actually before the pandemic that I met her, and I was like, ooh,
I know.
she cute.
I was
know.
getting the play-by-play.
You were getting the play-by-play.
I was like, damn, shorty,
Behind the scenes.
do
You
your
were-
thing. I
before
like it.
I even met you, you already
Listen.
knew who I was. That's so crazy to me. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I feel like to answer the ultimate question, I feel like, yes, you guys can be friends. I feel like men and women can be friends. It's like a thing. You just have to
Set the boundaries.
boundaries, hardcore.
Or the boundaries and the expectations of what,
Yeah,
If you're going to be friends, you're going to be friends. There's no teetering on this line because that's where it gets yucky.
right.
Okay? And that person needs to fully understand, as you fully understand, that you are in that friend zone, and you are not. If you leave the friend zone, you're promoted to like in the elite friend group, okay? But you're not going anywhere other than friend.
Or I'll take you one step further. Now you're considered family. So I definitely can't fuck with you.
Exactly.
Point blank. Period. So if you make it to that level of the friendship, that's it. There's nowhere else to go.
But like to piggyback on that, if you came from a not friend group, like if at once upon a time there was something, you are not then going into the friend group for me. You know too much. You're dead. I buried you in the fucking Sahara Desert, bro.
The Sahara.
That's it. Damn. No. That
nigga can't be found.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You will walk by me on the street. I will not say hello to you. You will not look me in my eyes. It's just not a thing. Not a thing. Okay?
Ineligible.
Okay?
That's a great word.
Okay?
Really
That's
is.
it.
Do they still use that on the SATs? The SATs
Do people still take the SATs?
Who fucking knows at this point? My God.
No, it's just, it's
yeah.
very dangerous territory. And if someone has already either piqued your interest and let you down or whatever, like, convoluted shenanigans happened over there, leave it over there.
I feel like it's different, but the same on the rainbow side. Because it's like, yeah, we can make friends, but like I'm not so quick to side eye who my wife talks to. More so of like making sure that they're treating her how she deserves to be treated as a friend. That's where my protectiveness comes from. I'm not sitting here thinking like, oh shit, I should be worried about, because I'm not, any more than she is about me. But it's like, Are they respecting you? Are they respecting your boundaries? And not only are they respecting you, are they respecting us?
Heavy on that.
Heavy on that. So, and I can usually tell within the first 5 minutes of being around them whether or not I trust them with her. Because she's just so friendly. It's like,
she is so
hey,
friendly.
everybody. Like, no. So, we're learning not everybody your friend.
Yeah.
So it's a hard lesson to learn, especially in your 30s. So,
yep.
Gets a lot easier when you're up here.
Still learning it every day.
I get it.
Learn that shit.
Hard.
Gonna learn today.
That's like, I think that's where this stemmed from. Because realistically, I was considering someone a friend and then they said something. And I was like, where did that come from?
Do I want to ask what it was? That was
He was like, unless you go and do it.
He was like, oh, yeah, exactly. And I was like,
you really gonna do it?
Yeah, right.
you really
He was
have
like,
to do it?
nah, I'm just
40
kidding.
acres and a mule is bigger than the music. You really about to do it? Sorry. Stupid.
It's everywhere.
It's
He's like-
everywhere.
But it was
The
like,
classic dude slid some comment in there and was like,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I was like, let's go do it.
unless you're gonna do it.
unless you about it.
So then
like, do I
immediately it
wanna
becomes
ask what they
radio silence for me.
said?
Like, no, thank you.
What was-
You'll be equally as offended as I was.
Okay, I won't sip my water right now. I'll wait till you say it.
Okay. So the comment was, "Oh, I didn't know that you didn't necessarily have a man in your life. No one's taking care of you."
The way I just tilted my head.
Uh-huh.
What is
I
that
was like-
supposed to mean?
I'm sorry, what?
No one's taking care. I'm taking care of me, motherfucker.
But you just made the assumption, so you didn't outright ask. You made the assumption that
I'm by
I don't have a
myself.
man. And you made the assumption that a man needs to take care of me.
Ew.
Back the fuck up.
We're not friends no more.
Exactly. Exactly
I
that.
can't be friends with you.
Exactly that.
Bitch, do you know me?
I wish I could have seen the fire in your eyes.
Oh my god. Like,
I feel like that would have been fun to watch.
I was like, this
Fire in the
is-
eyes, smoke
this
coming out the
is-
ears. Like,
this
the
motherfucker.
fuck? This be the motherfucker, man.
I'm like, Oh,
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am. Y'all can miss me with
So
that
then-
shit.
And then
ahead.
when I get into those like emotions,
Rabbit hole.
I'm not a mean person, but now I want to say something to offend you or to hurt you the way you just hurt me.
That's a human reaction. And a protective one that you're trying to do for
So
yourself.
I'm like, oh man,
that makes sense.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing because it's not gonna go well.
I would have sent, who was that? Omar Epps. When he was at some red carpet wearing that white suit and he does that little look in the face. I send that one way too much. But like that's what I would have sent to that friend.
Like this human being. I was about to be like, excuse me, child. Because anyone under 30 can't say shit to me. Child, sit down.
Speaking of 30.
Now let me tell you, don't I make more money than you? So how are you going to take care of me?
Well,
You should have schooled this fool.
I'm like, well,
Don't worry. Mommy will wake up in the morning and pack your lunch and give you money for candies after school, okay? Bye-bye.
we need money for the Scholastic Book Fair.
Like, what?
My God. The
And then it just left me with like a bad
audacity.
taste in my mouth, but I
For
didn't
sure.
want to be
Because
like,
you're like, the fuck is this? Here's, I don't. What are we talking about again? Just like the fuck, like.
so clear boundaries. Set the boundaries, respect the boundaries. If you cannot respect the
Please and
boundaries,
thanks.
do it in a way or remove yourself from the situation is basically what I want to say.
Essentially.
Because if you can't respect the boundaries, you don't respect the person.
And then there's that. Put that on a t-shirt and sell it.
Done.
Shit.
I wish I could have seen this fool's face.
Oh my God. I was like,
He probably thought that shit was gonna work.
Literally thought
Shit didn't work.
britches be big. Do britches are even a thing? Oh my God,
say
I'm
that, you
aging
can say
myself.
that.
It's fine.
it's fine.
But like, imagine walking up with that level of confidence to come out the side of their neck to say some shit like that to you. Exactly. You got me fucked
man.
up. We're not friends no more.
Absolutely
Get the fuck
not.
out of here. I ain't got time for that shit.
Blocked on every mode of communication. Like,
I feel like
there is no room for you on this door. I am Rose. You are Jack. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, that Titanic reference is gonna haunt us for the rest of our
Forever.
days.
Forever.
My God.
Yeah, so I think for the people who have healthy relationships, healthy heterosexual relationships,
Friendships.
yeah.
Because it's a thing.
It's a thing for sure, but
Here's the thing.
it takes
but can
a
you?
lot
And
to
I
build.
feel like you may have said this, but I think I want you to go more into it. Now, what happens if your friends? Oh shit! Sorry. Doink.
Doink.
If your
one,
friends, you do stuff, can you go back to being
No.
friends?
Come on, man. J5 got a whole song about that.
No, you can't do it.
Here's the thing, because in the lesbian community, these bitches be friends with everybody they
but
slept
that's
with.
nasty. It's nasty.
I'm aware of that.
Okay. that's it.
However, that's not
Okay, so
general consensus in the rainbow community.
I know. But for example, Mertz's wife has a friend, and at one point in time, they were, doing the nasty, and now they're just friends. How can Mertz sit there comfortably and know that?
I can't even look at him because I
See?
already feel it.
I don't like this example at all.
Okay,
not a fan.
If it was you and Jessica, would you feel comfortable?
No.
You would never want those people to be alone.
But
Not saying that you don't trust your wife, but you don't trust that other person.
I have to be in the same space with the two of you to make sure I feel comfortable with you two being in a space where I'm not there. If that makes sense.
So I had this scenario now, quite a long time ago, but there was someone that I deemed an acquaintance, not even a friend, an acquaintance. We got to know each other, whatever. We hung out. We went on a couple dates, It was what it was. And then it didn't work out.
Okay.
And then I began dating Chad the dad. And we all went on this, not necessarily like a trip. We went to go do Tough Mudder. We all stayed in the same house. Chad and his friends stayed in a different house, but me and this person stayed in the same house.
Okay.
And Chad later found out about it because it wasn't something that I was like publicly like, oh yeah, we went on dates. We did, like we hung out, whatever.
Also, none
he
of your
found
business.
It, yeah. He found out about it and it was like bullshit about it. And at that point, I didn't see it from his perspective.
Sure.
I was just like, oh no, that was a thing and it's not a thing and he's doing his own thing and I'm doing my own thing. Like we're not.
Right. But in Chad's brain,
he's like, how can I ever trust this person around her?
Right. No, that makes sense.
And maybe trust me. I don't know. I don't know what happens in Chad's brain, but
it's fine. Chad is Chadding.
But then later on in life, I was like, oh, now I understand why he was so upset.
Right. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because, like, so for example, I dated someone, the one who you hauled me to Miami, and their best friend was their ex-girlfriend. And I was like, this is weird.
Ew.
But I hung around with the best friend who was dating somebody else, which, spoiler alert, they're still together. This was back in like 2007. And, oh no, I lied. They're not together anymore. Are they together anymore? I don't fucking know. Anyways, but there was nothing. It's not related to the story. But there was nothing between them. It was just like pure friendship. Nothing more. Like, I didn't get a weird vibe. And sometimes I look for it even though it's not there. And I couldn't find it. So there was nothing there. So when I went back up to Boston, I wasn't feeling insecure about that, so to speak. So, like, it's weird on the rainbow side because, like, bitches really do be friends with people that they fuck. It's weird. Because me being me, I can't. I'm not friends with any of these motherfuckers. I can't be. It's weird.
I'm friends with Chad, but we know why. We know why.
You have children that connect you to him. That's different. It just, I don't know. It's just, it's weird and it's different. Set boundaries, people. My God.
Yeah. It's just,
and talk.
It's just nasty.
There are, first of all, you got regular text messaging, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Instagram DMs, Snapchat,
TikTok.
Everything short of a carrier pigeon to communicate boundaries with someone. Don't say that you can't, because you can.
You could even make a phone call.
Crazy.
What a concept.
Wow.
You can send someone a letter in the mail.
See, that's wild behavior right there.
That is
wild behavior. Picking up, because guess who's not picking up the phone? Even when I know who's calling me, I'm not picking up.
Ah, you picked up for me.
Well, bitch, because I owed you money. I'm not going to hide from someone I owe money to. Shit, you know? Plus, he caught me on a lunch break. So.
I
wish I was a part of that call. I would have been like, fuck it is, Rob. How are you?
I
was like, what up? No. That's literally how I answered the fucking phone.
I was like, 80% chance she does not pick up. But I'm driving. So
I'm not 20. And see, that's the thing. If I'm in the car and I call you and you don't pick up and then call me back when I'm in the house, I don't want to talk to you no more.
Yeah, when I'm out there.
Yeah, when I'm done, I'm done. I don't want to talk. It's strictly texting at this point now because I don't want to do it.
Mode. Now I'm sitting down.
Yeah, and especially now I got this pup cussing at me because he wants to play or fucking go outside. No, we're good. So yeah. Set your boundaries.
Set boundaries.
Please and thanks.
Stand on your business, though. Like, don't set the boundaries. Just be like, oh, they're there. But if you want to step over them or you want to... No, be about it. Be about it.
That's not a boundary. That's a trap. That's what that is. Because absolutely not.
I'm interested.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
Note that, like Katrina said earlier in the episode, not everybody is your friend. Not everyone wants to be your friend.
No. Sometimes they want to just do stuff.
Sometimes they want to fold you like a pretzel. That's their business. Okay?
The way my back just hurt. She literally sighed. Like, this is insane. Oh, God. Don't
like,
do that. I'm too old for that shit. I gotta go to yoga, get somebody to stretch this shit out, maybe put the Theragun on that shit.
Oh my
like,
God.
it's a mess. It is a mess.
Put that on the list for shit I'm too old for. Part 2.
Being folded like a motherfucking, what is it, gold pretzel, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I ain't got time for that shit.
I'm dead.
I wasn't
Wait,
flexible
what were you
then.
gonna
I'm
say?
not flexible now.
I'm thinking about how Katrina's saying, like, with lesbians, they can go backwards. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, is that because women think about other things other than sex? Because dudes just be thinking about sex all the time. It's like dudes, generally speaking, dudes never stop thinking about sex.
Yeah, they wake up and they have a boner. And then even after they do something about the boner, they're still thinking about it. And then later in the day, they're like, oh, surprise, midday boner. Fuck. Like, yep. It just keeps happening to them. And then when they go to sleep, again, start all over again.
Dudes be fucking and they're like, next time we're fucking,
Yeah.
we're going to do this shit.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I made a chart. I made a chart.
I don't know.
Yup. Okay.
I don't know who made you a chart. but that's
chart?
hilarious.
Yup.
Why does it feel like football square, like Super Bowl squares up in this bitch? Shut
No,
up.
it's like the fucking playbook. The triangles and the O's and the fucking
the X's and O's.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Fucking-
I'm done.
Yep.
I'm so done. But yeah, I don't know, because I feel like, especially with lesbians, the younger ones who are just getting into their sexuality can be friends, quote unquote, but will always have something lingering there for that person.
Yeah, it's just messy.
It's incredibly messy. Maybe as they get older, it has that effect that you were talking about, Mertz, but I don't know. I'm not friends with none of these bitches, so I can't confirm or deny.
I think I agree with what Mertz is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Men leave it as like you're in the maybe category. Like once you do it one time, you're in the maybe category.
Maybe. Why maybe? I already
Because
got there. Why is it maybe?
Maybe you could do it again. Maybe you won't. But you're in the maybe category.
My God.
If you've never done it and you stand on business that you're never gonna do it, you're in the no category.
Okay.
If you're currently doing it, you're in the fucking yes category. So if they go through, like, for example, they go out with their friends, whatever, they then go through their Rolodex of possibilities
You
for the
just
evening.
dated yourself with
Yep.
that reference.
Yep.
I'm so glad it wasn't just me
A
now.
man said it to me like last weekend, and I was like, I miss having a Rolodex.
A Rolodex.
Okay.
God damn. Google
But I
that
feel-
shit, little ones.
I feel like it's still a term, but
It is.
I want to be like, do you know?
know what a Rolodex
is?
I feel like
You don't
people
know
will
nothing.
say it, but they don't know what it means.
Right. It's
Have
still
no
a thing
clue.
people say, I think.
That's hilarious. But they
So-
don't say, want to take you back to the crib.
No, they don't. They don't. They don't.
Hey, girl, you trying to slide to the crib?
Like,
But the way that line worked on bitches back in the 90s,
I know.
it worked.
Yeah, there was a lot of things in the 90s that
Don't work now.
don't work.
that don't work now.
I was dressed up like I was dressed up in the 90s, being like, yo, you trying to slide back to the crib?
Which, I can't even think of what was popular back then. Anyways, you were saying. Go ahead.
So they go through their Rolodex and they're like, all right, let me call the regulars, okay? The regulars, if you will. They're the handful that are getting done at that time, okay?
The definites.
The definites, okay? You call the definites. The definites are either too drunk because they've been out, or they got their kids, or whatever the case is.
My rainbow
The definites
brain
are
has
not
imploded
unavailable.
right
So
now.
then you move on to the secondaries, the second string, if you will, the bench warmers. Okay?
Put me in, coach.
Okay? The bench warmers, they stay ready. Okay? But sometimes circumstances don't work out. It is what it is. So then you move on to the maybe category.
There are two categories prior to the maybes.
Yeah, those are all in the yes category. The
Okay.
first string, the starters, if you will,
All
the Jason
right.
Tatums, you know?
Okay.
Because you know it gonna happen. Okay? Guaranteed.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Not during the Olympics, but okay.
Not during the Olympics, but it is every other time it happens.
Sorry,
And
I had
then you have your, like, the second
Yeah.
string, the
Yeah.
solid, good, you know, oldies but goodies. Okay?
Wow.
And then you move on to the maybe category.
This is the conversation that really makes me appreciate the fact that I'm a full-blown lesbian and never had to deal with that shit. That's
I'm like 5 minutes away from being a nun. It's fine. It's fine.
Because you making room for scuba.
Okay.
I get it.
And Scuba, I swear to God, you have any of these bitches, let them know that I fight on sight. I don't care.
Oh, shit. You know
That's
you can
all.
catch these hands.
Absolutely. Guess what they're rated? E for everybody.
I can't.
So yeah, that's how it goes.
All right.
And so for
Look,
me,
I learned something new today.
men never take you off the list. Women be taking you off the list. I'd be like, nah, never again.
Yeah.
Never again.
That's fair.
You didn't buy me a house with a white picket fence and the dog in the minivan, so like we can't do this. I'm so sorry. Thanks.
Okay. All right.
That was the American dream at one point. So
It's really sad that the minivan was a part of that. Little
yeah. It was like they always said the 2.5 kids.
What's
How do you
the
have a 0.5 kid?
You know that 0.5 ends up being a whole child at some point, right? Anyways, whatever.
Unless you're counting your dog, which is a whole other thing.
That's weird. No.
Anywho.
Anyways.
If you made it this far,
Kudos to you. I'm
Let
shocked
us
I
know
made it this far.
if you believe that
I'll put a poll.
men and women, women and women, men and men, fucking circus clowns and fucking elephants. I don't give a shit. Okay? If they can be friends.
Can you just be friends?
Now, to extend on that question, can you just be friends if you've never done anything? Can you revert back to being friends after you've done something?
Yeah.
You guys know where I stand.
Some people
now.
can. I'm just not one of them that can.
Nope.
Not in this lifetime and probably not in the next. So, especially if this little entity of mine goes from one body to another, I don't see that changing at all. But here we are. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. Follow us on all the socials.
2 girls, no fucks.
Yeah. There's an asterisk.
Sometimes there's an asterisk.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Look for 2 girls. Find our black asses.
Or
Have fun.
find it in each one of our individual bios. Thanks.
Yeah, and then there's that. Shout out to the Bridge Sound and Stage.
And Mertz.
Woo, woo. Killing it on the other side of the soundproof glass, dealing with all of our bullshit. Do we
And
have a-
enlightening us on men and their brains.
Dudes are the worst.
Dudes are the worst.
They be wildin'.
White dudes are the worst.
Do we got a quote?
I don't know. Girls, Alice, I want to tell you that you are my best friend. I love you so much. Alice, so cute. I love you too. You're my BFF. Boys, John, you're so cool. I love you, man. You're my best friend. Are you gay? Pause. All right, bitches. We'll see y'all next week. Bye. It was the first one I saw. I'm like, yeah, sure, this works.
This
Are
is
you
perfect.
gay?
Are you gay?
Hey man, me and my dude friends tell each other we love each other. and
As you
something gotta
should.
be weird.
They're
You
your
should.
friends. You should tell
It's
them you love them
important.
all the time. Make it weird.
Make it
Make
weird.
Make it weird.
It's only weird if you make it weird.
Right.
Oh my God.
And then there's
in
that.
the military, there was this terrible joke, but I'm going to tell you guys anyways.
Oh, shit.
It's only broke back if you push back. Yup.
I'm leaving the studio right now. Bye, bitches. Oh, my God. Get the fuck out of here.
I thought you guys needed that.
Wild,
Oh, shit.
wild.
Goddamn.